You've made it. The final lesson, lesson 12. But I'm not going to make it easy for you, because in lesson 12 we're going to look at superlatives, conditionals, the present perfect and the past perfect. You're going to go out with a bang. First of all, we're going to look at superlatives. Now, in the last lesson we briefly mentioned how we use superlatives with articles a, an and the. In another previous lesson, lesson 7, we looked at comparatives and adjectives. So in this lesson we are going to look at superlatives with adjectives. We use superlatives to compare somebody or something with the whole group. For example, it's the longest river in the world. Out of all the rivers in the world, it's the longest. So the whole group, all the rivers. It's the longest river in the world. We also use superlatives when we talk about equals, things which are the same. For example, he's as clever as his brother. As clever as. We can also use superlatives when something isn't equal or the same. An example of this, she isn't as pretty as her sister. As pretty as. Negative form, that is. So let's have a look at examples of superlatives. So we've got short adjectives in this table. Short adjectives like old, nice and tall. The comparative form of that is old becomes older, nice becomes nicer, tall becomes taller. Then we have adjectives that end in y. Words like happy, slowly or early. And we looked at the comparative form before. Happy becomes happier, slowly becomes slower, early becomes earlier. And then we have adjectives with 2 syllables or more. So a word like boring, boring, 2 syllables. Helpful, helpful, 2 syllables. And expensive, which has 3 syllables, expensive. So boring, the comparative of boring is more boring. Comparative of helpful is more helpful. And the comparative of expensive is more